The push for an alternative choice, major headlines raising the question of another candidate entering the presidential race. As the Bloomberg and Biden chatter gets louder and louder, Adolfo Franco and Richard Fowler are back with us. It's not that outrageous on either side, because you have Michael Bloomberg talking about the idea of really wanting to get in, which I thought was nonsense at the beginning, but, I mean, he's done these different research groups, and he's really talking about it a lot. You have Biden sitting on the sidelines. A lot of people think in case Hillary Clinton got indicted, and they wouldn't be happy with Bernie Sanders on the left. And then, of course, there's some talk about Mitt Romney, although that I'm not buying at all. Adolfo, what do you think of all of this? What's the likelihood of any of those characters?
Slim.
All of them?
I think all of them except for Bloomberg. I think this is always things that we in the media and an analyst would love to see, because it's always a fun thing to speculate about. The fact of the matter is, for the conventional nominations, the train has left the station. I mean, Vice President Biden has more or less said that in the past. I think he made a calculation on the Benghazi issue, and frankly the email issue has abated from her perspective. It will still persist, but it's likely not to be indicted, quite honestly, in my opinion, and she will likely be the nominee. The big fear, though, is not so much one of these candidates, but that Donald Trump at the end decides that he's been, as he says, cheated and mistreated, and runs as an independent if he has a third of the support of the Republican Party, and really pulls a Ross Perot and throws the elections to the Democrats. Bloomberg would likely, believe it or not, also help in that regard for the Democrats. So I think those are the likely scenarios.
Richard, I mean, a lot of people think that the Bloomberg entrance would actually have the opposite effect, that it would take away from Hillary Clinton. I mean, I think Bloomberg is sitting there and he's having real billionaire envy. He can't believe that he didn't get this year of all years, when everybody wants an outsider and something different, and he thinks himself so much smarter and better and suaver and everything else, and richer by a lot than Donald Trump, and he's thinking, why did I let this year get by me?
I don't know. I guess he can't make America great again any longer, but Donald Trump can.
There's that.
But here's the truth, Melissa. I think Adolfo's right. I think the chance is very, very slim that you see any of these third-party candidates coming in. Now, when it comes to Bloomberg, I tend to agree with you that if Bloomberg jumps in, I think it puts the Democrats in a world of hurt. Probably why he won't jump in, to be honest. Many of the issues that he cares about are issues that Democrats also cherish when it comes to gun safety laws, making sure that people are safe going from work and going from play, and getting rid of the loosey-goosey guns all over the place. So I think because of that, I think he'll stay around. Now, here's the thing. I think that Adolfo makes where I agree with Adolfo, is this idea of Donald Trump running as a third party. If he feels as though he's not being treated fairly and they were mean to him, he jumps out and runs as a third party. And because the Republican base is so fractured right now, it's possible for him to do that. Now, here's how you stop this. Any of the campaign folks out there listening.
Yeah, I mean,
but they could stop this. It's very easy to stop it. There's states like South Carolina where there's an open primary. So people like Ted Cruz should be on like black church tours right now, talking to black evangelicals and trying to convince them that he's more evangelical than either Hillary or Bernie Sanders. Not a hard hurdle to jump over, but they've neglected the black vote, they neglected the Hispanic vote, so now they're stuck with Donald Trump.
Well, but the thing is this, I think it's very difficult to quote-unquote stop him. I agree with Richard on this, but the fact of the matter is he won a strong second in Iowa, first in New Hampshire. I think he will win the South Carolina primary, and I think he'll be well positioned 10 days later for March 1. So the problem is the voters are identifying with him. My last thing on Bloomberg, let me say, I find it very difficult on a Democratic year when a socialist Democrat is challenging Hillary Clinton.
Socialist, Adolfo.
Okay.
Well, what do you want to call it?
We gotta go. We gotta go.
We're up all of a sudden
they
would turn to a billionaire from New York City as an alternative to Hillary.
That's good points, guys. Thank you so much.